Dude, my face is so red right now. Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are at the National Cathedral in Washington DC. I always drive by this place anytime I go to the grocery store, but I just haven't had time to explore the place until today. This place is so beautiful. Like right now I'm at the garden. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but everywhere I go, it's like reminding me of Europe. In LA, if I want to go to a tourist attraction, I probably have to drive at least 20 miles to get there. But here, I don't know about other cities, but in DC, it's like you can go to any street and there's like a beautiful place for you to visit. Also, I'm wearing two hoodies today because it's freezing. Like I just took off my gloves just now and my hands are already frozen. Listen, if two hoodies can't even protect me from the cold, I don't know what will. I think for now I'm just gonna walk around this place a little bit more and just take it all in. Yeah, I gotta put my gloves back on. It's actually freezing. I hope I don't walk into a pond again. Because last time when I tripped into whatever it is, I went on Google Images to see what it is. And turns out there was a garden there with a pond at the end of the road. And, you know, I'm still recovering from that. I'm like just trying to be super careful right now. Anytime I'm walking on ice, because there could be water underneath it. Behind me, I guess this is what the entire garden looks like. It's so beautiful. And then every now and then they have like these chairs right here. So I might come back to journal or read my book when it's actually, you know, nice temperature outside. Right now I can't do that. I'm like shivering because of the cold. Alright, I'm going home. It's too cold. So about 3 days ago, it snowed, and the next day I tried to use the scraper to scrape off all the ice, but it was like all over the car that it would take me way too long to scrape it all off. So what ended up happening is I just let it sit for another day because the sun was gonna melt it off anyways. And then yesterday I tried scraping it again. Most of the ice came off nicely. It's just this one part in my car, like in front of the windshield wipers, there's like this block of ice that I'm trying so hard to get it out, but it just won't come out. Now I'm scared to use the windshield wipers because I'm not sure if that block of ice is gonna interfere with the movement. And I tried so many times too, like I kept hitting it, but it just won't come out. Another option was to use warm water to try to melt the ice, but apparently the people online says that that's not a good idea. It might damage your car if you do that. Now I'm just wondering what I should do to get that block of ice out of the car. Finally some warmth. Recently I've been trying to build a routine to keep myself productive, especially now that I don't work at the bank anymore. I feel like it's really easy to just stay at home all day and just do nothing. So every single day I'm trying to come up with an agenda that would allow me to take a step forward to accomplishing one of my goals. There's actually a secret project that I'm working on currently that I can't talk to you guys about it just yet, just because I'm still very early on in the works in terms of the project. So I think once it's done, I'll make a separate video on its own. I think I've dropped hints before in one of my earlier videos about this project. So it's kind of like a if you know type of thing. I'm just trying to stay disciplined and make progress every day so that I can complete the project as soon as possible. Right now, I think I'm gonna journal. I don't journal very often just because I only write things in my journal whenever there's profounding thoughts in my head. And just yesterday, I came up with one in my head. So I think now would be the time to do that. I think so often we worry about what will happen in the future that we forget to live in the present. With goals comes expectations for oneself to achieve them in a certain time frame. By putting pressure on ourselves, it only makes matters worse. We associate our emotions with success that when things don't work out, our emotions plummet along with it. It's funny how the universe works. When we stop thinking about it, we achieve it. When we think too much about success, very often comes failure. It's the universe's way of telling us what's meant for you will not pass you. That certain things in life that are destined for you are already on their way. You don't need to worry about it. For now, the best we can do is to enjoy life as it is and find happiness in the mundane, everyday lifestyle. They say beautiful things take time, so does accomplishing your dreams. It's only up to you to trust in the universe to make it happen. Let go of expectations, approach every day with a smile, and just keep moving forward. Much love. Just got done with my journal. I'm actually very happy with what I wrote. It's been something that I learned in the past few years or so, and it's basically this idea that what's meant for you will not pass you. Now that I think about it, there's like so many stories that happened in my life that only confirms this statement. I remember I was a senior in high school, and this was during the pandemic, so I was eating a lot of food and I just gained a lot of weight. After graduating, I wanted to lose weight, so I did this experiment where for 1 week I just ate as little as possible to lose weight. It ended up being the most miserable week in my life because not only did I barely lose any weight, I was also starving most of the time. When I stopped thinking about losing weight, it was also the time when I was going to all these different colleges to try out for their basketball team. From going through those workouts and tryouts, I lost, I think, 30 pounds that summer. I know it's like a crazy story, but it only confirms that when you stop thinking about certain things, that they just happen on its own. You know what I mean? You don't need to worry about it. Another thing that happened was I was going to all these tryouts for these teams, right? And initially no coaches were interested in me. The last school that I tried out for was actually the school that was closest to my house. And I went into it thinking that, okay, if I succeed, if I fail, it doesn't matter. Like, I just want to put my effort in and whatever happens, happens. I ended up making the team and then going from a walk-on player to being in the starting lineup on sophomore night, which is basically like the community college's version of senior night. And then one of my teammates, his name is Dante, shout out to Dante, but he was telling me like, yo, you really made it. Like, you went from a walk-on player to now playing in the starting lineup. Like, you should really like take that in. It just goes to show you that what's supposed to happen will happen on their own timeline. Like, it might not happen exactly the timeline that you expect it to happen, but if you just put in the effort, then, you know, good things will happen. I didn't expect this vlog to be this deep, but now that we're talking about it, I might as well share my story, you know? Now I'm heading to Giant to get some groceries. I've been having these chewy chocolate chip cookies from Giant. They're so good. It's like super soft in terms of texture and it just super chewy. I also got some pop chips and popcorners. That's not the only thing I got though. I know it looks like I only got snacks, but I got some vegetables, some milk, and some ground beef as well. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this vlog. I hope that this vlog was eventful enough. It's been like super cold outside, so part of me wants to stay inside, but I also want to go out there and just explore as many places as possible. Also, I saw on social media that a bunch of places that usually never snows is now snowing, like Houston, Louisiana, and Atlanta. So if you live in a city that snows, just be careful out there. I know it's like our first time seeing snow like in a while, so definitely just have fun, but also stay safe. If you want to know what else I do behind the scenes, I'll leave my other social medias down in the description below. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day today, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.